Hello, my name is Bartholomew. This is American Zeitgeist, Part 2, Tough Love. These videos are designed to be extraction videos. A non-MAGA person sends a video link to a close MAGA friend or family member who identifies with one of these topics, and then they have a chat. Today's topic, MAGA veteran voters. To my fellow vets, I have one blunt question. What the hell are you doing voting for this disgrace of a man 3 times? We all swore an oath to defend the Constitution, not a con man. We were trained to lead with integrity, discipline, and responsibility, not to follow a self-absorbed draft dodger who's never owned a mistake in his life. Where in our military leadership training did it say, worship the guy that lies the most? Trump is the king of blame, the master of deflection, and a pathological liar. He's never once taken responsibility, not during COVID, not for January 6th, not for any of the daily chaos that he unleashes every day. And yet some of you still salute him like he's earned it. He has not. You know damn well leadership is not about being selfish. It's about caring for your people, thinking ahead, leading from the front, and earning trust. Trump does none of these things. He's not a commander. He's a con artist. Let's talk brass tacks. Multiple U.S. generals said he was unfit for duty. And after Putin initiated the first war in Europe since Hitler, Trump and J.D. Vance thought it would be a great military strategic move this spring to punk Ukraine's President Zelensky with the cameras rolling in the White House. Trump kisses Putin's ass every chance he gets. He's not strong. He's a Putin puppet. And U.S. military veterans are continuing to support Trump only strengthens Russia and weakens America and the U.S. Constitution. Here's another question for Trump's supporting veterans. Is his daily dose of spewing chaos around the world generated by Fox News, or are they Kremlin talking points? Or both? Let's stay with Trump's well-earned rank of unfit for duty and this daily spewing of chaos around the world. He called out U.S. Marines to pursue and persecute American citizens on our soil. And he stood by while Musk took a chainsaw to USAID, foreign aid, which we created after winning World War II on the battlefield so we could secure victory and prosperity in peace. Trump continuously tries to intimidate our most valuable allies with made-up grievances, bullshit threats, and stupid tariffs, as if our allies are liabilities and financial burdens. These outlandish actions and verbal assaults only make sense if America's citizens feel an existential threat from Canadians or a group of island penguins in Antarctica. America has never been the perfect neighbor, but since World War II, our military might, economic support, and the mental commitment of the American people to open trade and fair markets has made the U.S. a trusted ally for over 75 years. This has been part of our spirit, our zeitgeist, and America paid this price of sacrifice with a call of duty from our veterans, some who did not come home. We Americans took great pride in being a trusted ally, and our innate intelligent spirit recognized the great value of being a trusted ally, especially our NATO's allies. And, oh, by the way, when was the only time Article 5 of the North American Treaty Organization invoked? It was when we were attacked. Now, I'm not sure our response was properly targeted, but we counterattacked with the support of coalition military forces from many allied nations around the globe. The reality is, Donald J. Trump and the MAGA mindset believes and acts as if being a trusted ally is for losers. And with all his leadership failings, some of you still buy this Trump crap. Have you completely forgotten your bullshit meter? We sure as hell didn't follow liars when we wore the uniform. We questioned them. We called them out. We held the line. Look around. Fox News feeds you paranoia 24/7. Immigrants, drag queens. And we can't forget about Hillary's emails or Hunter's laptop. All of it's wrapped up in Putin-style propaganda and served as news. You're being played. You've gone from defending the Constitution to cheering on intimidation and fear. I saw a truck the other day with a sticker on the back window. Trump sticker in the middle of the back window, right? And on both sides were AK-47 decals. And what was on the top? The Christian cross. That's not patriotism. That's the MAGA trinity of guns, God, and grievance. And it's un-American. So here's my final question. Some 40 years ago, we trained and worked together, and we believed it was our responsibility to defend the unique American way of life. But now it appears our belief systems are in direct conflict. As MAGA voting veterans, it appears you also feel entitled to have dominion over women's health care, our public school system, and our NATO allies. And also, it seems like science and history are also a hard no now. WTF? These two belief systems are not compatible on the same soil. Now, we may not be as fit as we once were, but we are still armed. Will our past combat training and now completely divergent belief systems lead you and I into a civil war tomorrow in our own streets, on the opposite sides of bullets flying? Okay, that was my best ask, Joe. Best I could do. Do either one of us want a civil war? Oh, hell no. That's the last thing that either one of us wants for our family or our country. But the reality is, however, with all this hostile rhetoric and widespread tearing down of democratic systems and forceful harm penetrate against our citizens, our neighbors, and our allies by this MAGA-controlled government, it would be foolish to think we're not getting too close to a civil war. Here's the deeper truth. America isn't just divided. We're tearing ourselves apart from the inside. The real enemy isn't across the ocean. It's at our border. It's the propaganda and fear and anger rattling around in our own heads. Let's be real. If we keep pissing in each other's foxholes, we already know where that ends up. We've all seen what friendly fire can do. Here's what worries me the most. From what I can see, 2 out of 3 of my ex-military friends are still locked in to MAGA thinking, even now. Not to shame anyone, not to argue about politics or religion, but to ask, can we come back to our core values? The ones we were trained for, lived by, and passed on to those under our command? This isn't about being conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. It's about our zeitgeist, our mindset, how we think, how we problem solve in large group situations, and how we lead in times of stress and confusion. We were not trained to panic, not to lash out, not to play the blame game. We were taught to rely on common sense, common decency, and always seek reality to build situational awareness and use it to make sound decisions. That's what kept our crew safe, and that's what kept us alive. And now that mindset and our training is more vital than ever, because leading responsibly doesn't stop when the uniform comes off. We still have a duty to serve, to protect, to hold the line on what's right and wrong. Here's one reminder of what duty, honor, and country still means. My wife and I recently visited the new National Medal of Honor Museum opened in Arlington, Texas. Believe me, it was a meaningful, humbling, and solemn experience. There is real inspiration within that museum that recharges our sense of purpose. The museum also has a lot of online displays of honor winners and in their own words, expresses their beliefs and motivations and sacrifice. I encourage everyone to go to the website, their website, and put visiting the museum on your bucket list. We vets have always been taught to bring the team home safely. That mission isn't over. America, we need our vets back. We need 2 out of 3 veterans back on America's team. not Putin's team. Let's rebuild this country, not only with our votes, but with our voices, our values, our informed, intelligent, and patriotic American Zeitgeist. Thank you for watching American Zeitgeist. The next video is MAGA women voters. For now, safe landings, everyone.